Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bait Shop. Your host, Fishing with the Chad, with we'll call him my co-host, James Dockery Fishing, and our very, very special, the bus driver,
Special.
our very special,
Special.
special guest, a very special
Yeah.
Short bus driver.
short bus driver, Creole Catfishing. Welcome, Jeremy.
What's happening?
Before I'll say hi to everybody in chat, but I will say I did receive a message earlier from somebody, and I won't mention their name other when I call them out because I see them right there at the very beginning, that wished us a very, very good show tonight, and they wanted to make sure that Dockery knew that they wanted him to break a leg. No pun intended. No pun intended.
Ooh.
Let's say hi to our guest. We
Ooh.
got Catfishing Crappie, Mo Creek Fishing, Kentucky Catman Outdoors, Fishing with Big Mike, and scroll. Parker Pursuits, P City Smitty Catfishing, J Dog is in the house, Hooks and Hammock,
Hi, Brittany. Hi, Brittany. See, I said hi to Brittany first. So
Muskrat
Same.
Adventures, John Patrick Jr., Stonefly 71, Tiger Muskie, New Mexico, Maurice Kaysen,
Maurice.
Mike Turner 712 Catfishing, Avid Fisherman. We got Panfish Weekly in the house. If you guys have not subbed, you better make sure you sub to that guy right there, or should I say those guys?
sir.
And they're going to have a heck of a show immediately following us tonight with Mr. Babe Winkleman.
Absolutely.
Let's see. JP3 is in the house tonight. Country Boy Catfishing. Mark Clark. Ernie Brown. Catfish Headhunters. Hope your your wrist and stuff's healing up today. Resting it.
Listen, just because I injured myself doesn't mean Norm had to go out and get injured himself just for a little bit of attention. I mean, come on.
You know what?
I mean, I took a page out of Sonny's book and trying to get the sympathy. I didn't get it. So Norm's trying it too now. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
apparently. I mean, we can almost make like a little special meme for all you guys with Lyle, you, Sonny, Norm.
Wait,
Mexicat.
Didn't you fall off your boat? while it
Sean
was parked in
Abney
your
and Brittany
yard?
Hawkins, hello and good evening. Lynn Leeper. Mad Catter, Chad Nolte, a couple crosses fishing. What's going on, Betty Jean? Catfishing Dreams, Daniel Ishmael, So Go. Make sure I'm not missing it. Sharina is in here tonight. Thank you for joining. Jamie B. Fishing. That's a local guy from around my parts. Welcome, Jamie B. Chrissy Brown. And Tara Blackburn. Don't tell J-Dog my favorite Blackburn. Finseeker TV. ACC Gaming. Janice, my favorite Dement. Don't tell Roger.
Oh, I'm going to tell Roger. I'll tell Roger right now.
Did I
mention?
Did I mention, because I know you won't, my beautiful wife is in the chat, D.
You better.
I won. I always say hi to D.
1 Ton Fishing Club. That looks to be Mr. Art.
Bone Peaches.
Bone Peaches. I don't think I've missed anybody else, but we will see, because I'm sure somebody will yell at me because I'm probably missing somebody like Stan or Justin Fishing Fetish.
Who?
Exactly. What's going on, gentlemen?
Beautiful Thursday night.
Oh, I love Thursday night. You know what I love most about tonight?
What's that?
Not only do I have the bus driver on the show, not only is Babe Winkleman following up on Panfish Weekly, but I'm on vacation tomorrow. Whew. Man, my night just got so. Whew. Poor Brittany's got to work all day without me tomorrow. Love it.
It's like a vacation for her too, then.
Yeah, probably.
for everybody.
Probably.
Oh, we got a couple more people that just showed up in the house. Sunfish Assassin, Tim Molina. And it just, you ever notice it bounces as soon as you start calling their name?
Oh, yeah.
We got Dave Garchar. Hopefully I said that right. River Rat Catfishing. Maurice giving James all kinds of angry faces. I love to see it.
Yeah, it is.
Man.
All right. A couple more people there. That's awesome. And again. So how's it going tonight? Oh, I missed Has Life. So what we got going on tonight?
It's finally cold down here.
What are you guys down to, about 60?
It's like 46 right now, 47. So that's cold for down here.
I'm with my one good foot. I'm going to put my foot down. You are not allowed to talk about winter catfishing when you are taking pictures and doing videos and you have a sunburn mark from your glasses, mister. It doesn't work that way. I've got at least 8 inches of snow out in front. That's wintertime fishing. Yours is like, oh, it got cool. The humidity broke.
It's all relative about it. You see, I'm doing all of y'all a favor by grinding that in about July and August when it's 105 down here, 90% humidity, and I'm dying on my boat. Y'all get to laugh at me all y'all want.
No, I won't.
And it'll be
it gets pretty bad up here.
Yes, sir, it does. Even here in Missouri, it gets where you can't even hardly walk outdoors.
Y'all don't
I don't want to hear it.
Y'all don't know. I don't want to hear it. Y'all don't know what hot is. No.
I used to live in southern Texas. So, yeah, I do.
Dry heat. Nope.
Still, you can't be posting pictures during the wintertime saying wintertime catfishing with a sunburn.
Hey,
you look like a raccoon. I mean, come on. It's just not, it's not fair.
Sure, it's fair. It's all fair.
Oh, gentlemen.
Anytime I get a little poke, you know what I'm gonna do.
Well, that's fine. So you recently put out a video, you catching for some Asian carp. All right. Why were you using that big gear?
To snag Asian carp?
Yeah.
Did you see the size of the Asian carp you were snagging?
Well, yeah, I saw the size of the Asian carp you were snagging. We snag 15, 20-pound buffalo and Asian carp here too, but we use kiddie poles because we're men and we want the challenge. So that's what I'm going to challenge you. You make another video, but I want you to use kiddie poles. Don't be using these big things that you just toss them right in. I want to see you fight them.
To snag an Asian carp.
Yeah.
Well, okay, all right. Look, hey, we are a gambling state, son. What do we got on the line here that I'm going to be successful doing this? We got to make this.
You're going to make a video out of it.
Oh,
I'll tell you. That's fine. That's fine.
I feel like I just got called out.
No. Because me and you've been talking. Me and you have been talking about being calling each other out.
I know, and that's a different subject for whenever you want to bring it up.
No, go ahead and bring it up. You think you're all big and bad? Let's do this. Let's do this right here, right now, sir.
All
right. So, what me and Creole thinking is we're going to go after freshwater drum. I don't know what he calls them down there. What are they?
Goo.
What is it?
Goo.
What?
Goo. G-O-O.
Yeah, I'm still not understanding what he's saying. They're drum. That's what they are. So we're gonna do a drum 1 versus 1 on.
See that, huh? Isn't that what you call them, right?
Right there. See that, Jeremy? See that right there?
You see right there? That's where your signature.
You see that right there?
Right there.
You're lucky I can't reach the other one. But, oh yeah, let's do this. Later this summer.
Okay.
When you're complaining about the heat down there and all that stuff, we'll set up me and you over on Mark's channel, and that's all we'll catch. It's drum, and we'll see who's the Silver Cat King.
We're gonna
But
do
if you win,
battle of the Silver
but
Cat.
if you win, that's right. But if you win, you can't show that Silver Cat rod anymore.
Wait, if I win or
not with me? Yeah, no. If I win, you can't show that Silver Cat anymore.
Okay, yeah. Oh, but if I win, James Dockery Fishing will have a chicken catfishing video on his channel.
That's the deal. I'll make me a chicken video. If I lose, that's the deal.
So we have a Silver Cat challenge where if Dockery loses, he will make a chicken video. And what if you lose, Mr.
I'm not allowed to show the Silver Cat, because I'm always doing that to him. I'm always putting my Silver Cat rod up on screen and showing it to everybody to pick on him. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
And I'll even give you a break on that. You're not allowed to use that show that Silver Cat rod for a month. No videos, no nothing like that. After that, you can go back to doing whatever you're going to do.
Now, I keep in mind, I use them to catfish with. I'm just not going to show.
Well, I know that's why I was saying, that's why I was saying only a month.
What I'll do let's make it good. For 1 year, I will put tape over the Silver Cat on my rods. I'll put tape
right there,
over,
boys, right there.
And we're talking about freshwater drum, right? Not Asian carp or whatever.
No.
Creole, I'm telling you right now, you have to make sure you specify. You might want to make sure you have pics that they have to look like this and that, because he's going to start identifying everything else as silver.
It's not my fault
now
that you cannot identify between a flathead and a bluegill, Chad. It's not. That's on you.
You're talking about your bullhead. You're talking about the bullhead that you caught. Everybody else saw it. If you haven't seen it, you can go back to day 4 of the couples tournament and verify that was a bullhead that he caught.
That was a flathead.
It was in the middle of.
You just don't want me to get that leg up there, buddy.
I don't think you can even get a leg up right now, can you?
Yeah, the good one I can.
Ain't that against doctor's orders?
Now you know the one bright side of him wearing that boot. Them things are thick on the bottom. I bet he's about an inch taller now.
I know he would actually almost be taller than Lyle now. They might be about eye level.
I actually got to thinking about that. I was going to go down and take another picture with Lyle, with me standing on that boot. But standing on the boot. But it hurts too bad to actually stand on the boot. So, and they've got me using these crutches and everything. So, yeah.
Let's say hi to some more people. Skip Stewart, what's going on?
I'll make sure and I send you the recipe for the Jello chicken, because you're gonna need it.
Look,
Michael Murillo. No, hold on a second. Now you said I had to do a chicken video.
I lost it again.
That is up to me as far as what kind of video, a chicken video, I'm doing. You're not going to be pulling a Chad and changing the rules just because I might have an idea or something.
Because let me tell you something. You're sneaky. I done figured you out. You're sneaky. When I'm the
same, you don't even know me. How do you say that?
I know enough, because what you're going to do, your idea of a chicken catfishing video, you're going to bring some of your chickens out of your yard and have them walking around you as you're catfishing with worms or something like that. No. We're going to be specific on this. Jello chicken on the hook in the water for catfish. You ain't getting
no. You can't be making up these rules after the fact. We agreed, drum. That was it.
See, just right there.
I'm gonna start calling you Chad Jr. is what I'm gonna do.
I might be flattered by that. Never know.
Yeah. Pretty good looking fella.
I wouldn't be.
Michael Murillo's got your back about the couples tournament, saying that tournament grand slam fact.
There you go.
There's fishing with the squirrel.
Undefeated in live fishing. Remember that.
Well, yeah, but didn't the last time you was going to do some live fishing against somebody, you sabotaged their boat somehow?
It worked, didn't it?
It did work.
Well, yeah, that was
Oh Lord.
backpedaling.
Yeah.
No, I'm not backpedaling.
Alan Pirshala. I hope and pray I said your name right. Kelly
Hey,
Bullock.
so let's hear you say Mark's name. Come on. I
Mark
want to hear
Prippish.
Creole say Mark. Say Mark's last name, buddy. Come on.
Fibbish.
What is
He
it?
speaks a lot of Fibbish.
Fibbish. Fish.
Fish.
Fishbish. Something
You
like
know, that
We're
might
gonna
be
get him.
that might
Listen, the reason why I brought that up is because I want him really, really mad and upset before he interviews Babe Winkleman. Because me and Chad literally tried getting both of those two convinced that they were sick, so we would have to take over Panfish Weekly tonight so that we could interview Babe. But for as old as those two guys are, you know, they're kind of spry. I mean, I think they were onto us pretty quick. So
Well, I think it took him a second because I saw they set the time up wrong. So they almost gave us Panfish Weekly at our time slot, thinking that we would just kick Creole and do it on their show at the same time. I don't know what they were thinking. It's kind of hard
I
to.
would have kicked Creole to the
Yeah.
curb. Nothing but love.
Yeah.
But Creole would have been gone in a heartbeat. I've been like, Creole who?
I would have thrown me in a heartbeat, Babe Winkleman.
I might have let you just come in and just sit there. I might have just made you mute your mic and
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching and go.
As far as tonight, Weekly has a way cooler guest than y'all do. I'll tell y'all that right now. Like, not even close.
We've got the bus driver, and I would say this guy probably drives a tank.
Probably.
And Brittany, yes, I did.
A few tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Babe will be watching our show. I mean, because he's probably tuned in. He's like, no.
What is this? What is this hot mess?
What is that?
Mike's Outdoors and Adventures, Dale Hayslip. Hello, Lacey. I think I seen Dinks is in the house. Uncle Josh. Buckeye Catfishing. Scroll team keeping it real. I had a Oh man! So you was telling me earlier, Creole, you're planning on doing some fishing on a place that you can't catch fish. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. My son and I, we affectionately call it the Skunk River. It's a stretch of Red River between two dams. And 7 trips in a row, I have not caught a catfish in that stretch of river yet. It skunked me 7 times in a row. I haven't been in that stretch of river in, it's been a year, I believe, since I've really got in it. So I'm determined. Saturday morning, that's where I'm going. And by God, we gonna pull some blues out of there some kind of way.
Now, you going to bounce that or you going to anchor up?
That depends on water temperature. I think the water's gonna be a little too cold to bump in there. But luckily there's a bunch of wing dams just downstream from the dam that I'm gonna focus really, really, really hard on that with some very special advice from Mr. Epic Catfish. I've been under his tutelage lately, and yeah, that's what's given me the confidence to go over there to go try it out. Look, Roger.
Muskrat wants to know if that's where maybe that's a stipulation is that we make you fish the what'd you call them? Sorry, the Dockery River. Hey, Catfish Heroes is in the house. What's going on?
Besides your big fish, hold on a second. Besides your big fish, how many fish have you caught this year, Chad?
Let's see. I've caught 6, 7, 8 blue cats so far this year. No,
I'm not
7.
that far behind you.
7 and 1 channel cat. That's what it was.
I'm not that far from behind you.
You go fishing 5 days a week.
I have not been fishing in like 4 days. So don't give me that.
4 days. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are on the 28th of January, and Dockery has fished about probably 20 days. I have fished 3 times. 4 times.
Hold on. I'll tell you exactly how many days I fished.
Blah blah blah. So you're
I've
fishing
only
the Blue
fished
Cat
12
tournament,
days
Creole.
this year.
Yes.
Hey, oh, is that it? Only 12 of 28?
Yeah.
Lies and slanders. I hear you, Creole. I'm with you, buddy.
Man.
So you're fishing the Blue Cat tournament, and you know, some good competition out there this year.
I know.
Or this time.
There's a few
There
people
were-
out there that has been on fire lately, and
Yeah. Some
we're
people
all
have been
I'm
practicing.
still thinking, listen, if I'm putting money down on this, I can already guarantee you who my money's going on, and that's going to be Dink. I think he's good. He's fishing by himself this year. He's not going to have his dad helping him or anything like that. I think that's
from what I heard,
that's where the money's going.
He's gonna let his dad in the boat, but he's already told his dad he doesn't want his help because I think it was. I mean, I don't know if he even told his dad this, but he's not quite the fisherman that he is. So he could be his dad could be his net man this time.
Yeah,
but
been relegated down to net man and anchor man.
Yeah, but there's definitely some good. There was some really good competition last time, and I think it was so new to everybody and everybody trying to figure it out. And since then, obviously, we see a lot of live streams now.
Yep.
So people are out there practicing and doing this or fine tuning where these fish are. I mean, I know one gentleman that their boat pulled in 37 fish last weekend. So you caught what 23. So that 23 might not be enough this time. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It won't. I know it won't.
Well, just so you all know, I'm also going to be fishing that tournament, and I have
we're not worried.
Spot. Yeah, we ain't worried about that.
Oh, boys.
We ain't worried about that. No.
It's on public water, so Chad can't throw his little hissy fit and, all this. We'll wait and see.
I've already called the Missouri Department of Wildlife and put a APB out on a miniature Sasquatch running around on the banks.
Yeah.
So
unless you got a cast net, I ain't worried.
Actually,
must be caught on rod and reel.
Yep.
You gotta specify. It's not changing the rules. You just have to specify.
That's right. Creole, you must have made an impression. Mr. Dockery let his hair down for this show.
I know. Literally, he let his hair down.
It looks like it has nothing to do with this one. It had nothing to do with and I've seen some people, making comments about my hair. If it was up to me, I would be balder than, and I know this is impossible, to do, but I would be balder than Chad, Mark, and Lyle put together. So, but I've got a wife that would break my other foot if I even touched my hair. So this is what it is.
Okay.
And no, it's not a perm. This is God's curse on me.
That's a lot of hair.
Trust that. Why do you think I usually keep it pulled back?
Maybe it's Maybelline. What's going on, John boys? Jason Ward. Let's see.
See him in some of those Pantene commercials,
Avid. Now, don't get me wrong. I called him a miniature Sasquatch. He has not met the height requirements.
Yeah, don't be getting Avid all bent out of shape because you're calling someone else Sasquatch or anything like that. He'll throw up a whole bunch of bananas.
LG Bass, what's going on, Tom?
Hey, Tom, how's it going, bud?
He looks like Willie Nelson.
That's a little bit of a compliment, kind of.
Don't make me go get my guitar.
Oh, God. God help us all. Oh, my goodness.
No, don't want that.
We have a heck of a crowd in here tonight, guys. 75 people in here tonight.
You know what? Some mean guy made a comment earlier about, with Panfish Weekly having Babe on here, this is kind of like our show is the pre-Super Bowl show, right?
Yeah, what's up with that?
I kind of took offense to because no one really watched it or anything like that. But everybody that's in here is probably just like, well, we're bored and have nothing better to do. And and Creole is on there, so we'll go and
Yeah,
him. So
why not?
I mean, I can't blame them. It's kind of just the warm up to the bit, to the big show. Hey,
I can't believe that guy said that about y'all show.
well,
I know.
we used to like him, but
I wouldn't be friends with that guy no more. I don't believe. I have a talk with that guy. Seriously.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got coming up, bud,
too.
besides that? Besides fishing on that Skunk River, what else you got going on?
I'm complaining a little because it's cold now, but don't worry. By the time Saturday comes and I go to Red River, it's gonna pick back up to like 75 degrees. So I'll be in a t-shirt. It'll be fine.
It was 16 degrees last weekend when I went fishing with Roger. Quit complaining.
Yeah.
The coldest that I have ever experienced here, one time, it was 16 degrees. Once. That was a few years ago. Other than that,
Sam, you got to come up here and go ice fishing. There's nothing like being out on that ice when it's negative 10 degrees and the wind's blowing and the ice is popping.
No, you see that right there? I'm telling you right now. The first time that ice pops, if I don't have brown pants on, everybody.
Creole, I gotta admit, I'm with you.
Code brown. No,
but it's not that bad. I'm telling you. When you have ice popping, it actually is indicating of good ice. So, yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
It's because the ice is expanding.
Ice
thicker.
cracking.
It's like
good ice.
Yes.
It's like saying.
Actually, it is.
It's like saying during an earthquake, if the land starts splitting, that's good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like during a hurricane when it peels the roof off of your house. Oh, that's a good thing. It's supposed to do that.
Listen, one of these days, we're gonna get you and we're gonna get Lyle and all these other guys that keep claiming they're not gonna get out on that ice, and we're gonna go up somewhere where there's 15, 20 inches of ice and let you guys fish up there, and you'll see what it's all about. But I'm telling you right now, 4 to 5 inches of ice will hold anybody up. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am not going to be on it to prove that you're right. That ain't happening because okay, two things going to happen. One, I don't own any brown pants. I'd have to go buy some. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is, the first time you see me freak out, that you're going to be laughing so hard you won't be able to catch your breath.
And what's wrong with that?
A lot.
Honestly.
A lot.
Well, see, I want to get Lyle in a kayak. I want to get you and him out on ice. I have gold.
Now, see, you catch me on a kayak, I think, before some ice. I don't know about that, man. Hey, Will Green, welcome, buddy. Yeah.
I see Bullfrog's running his mouth again tonight.
Fabio.
You leave my buddy Art alone.
Hey, it's Bullfrog. That's what we were changing it to. It's sticking, Bullfrog. I'm telling you. Bullfrog. He knows why. Don't worry.
I gotta have the backstory. I ain't gonna lie. I'm interested.
All right. I was watching One Ton Live one night, and Josh was streaming. Art was sitting kind of off, maybe I don't know, quarter mile down the bank, and they're yelling back and forth, and all of a sudden you hear this bullfrog. It wasn't a bullfrog, but Art knows what it is. He let one rip like you wouldn't believe. And I told Josh, I'm like, Josh, go catch that bullfrog and use that as bait. Josh laughed. Art, not so much. So I'm starting to call him bullfrog from now on.
So what you're saying is he stepped on a bullfrog. Apparently.
He did something. I'm just saying.
Those growling spiders, I'm telling you, they're everywhere. You got to watch that.
Yeah, well. So, but that's why I'm calling him bullfrog. So it's got to stick, man.
Oh, that's a thing now. We got to get stickers made. That's it now.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Done deal.
Mo Creek, that better be a big kayak, by the way. Stan said when he was 350 plus, he used to ice fish on 5 inches. It could be as safe as you guys say it is. It just,
It's fun. It really and truly is.
Yeah.
And you can literally get
laugh at me.
Well, no, you can get a shanty type, or basically a tent. And you can put heaters in there, and you got your cooler in there. You just sit there on the ice and catch fish.
Wait, you're gonna put a heater on top of the ice?
Yeah.
No. Dude, no.
Well, if you're gonna complain about it being cold, I mean, you got to have some luxuries.
It's not it's not the cold that bothers me.
Yeah, right.
The cold. I can deal with the cold. It's the standing on a thin sheet of ice over 40 feet of water that kind of bothers me.
Well, you're not fishing in 40 feet of water. You're fishing in maybe 15, 20 foot of water.
Well, I'm only so.
The only thing that I can picture with me being on the ice fishing is all those movies where I've seen people underneath the ice and they're like,
yeah.
I picture myself. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yep.
No, you're fine.
I was watching.
That's why you don't go ice fishing by yourself.
Well, but you be trying to push my head down in those holes, trying to break the ice and put me down in there. So I ain't going fishing with you at all.
Right, I would be doing it.
You want to make it
because I know you're going to drop some stuff down through the ice, so you're going to go back after it.
Probably.
You want to make that, Doc?
Well, I was watching the Outdoor Boys channel probably about a month or so ago, and they actually camped out on this lake. And they built fires and everything on top of the ice right by their tents that's in the middle of this frozen lake. And you can hear and see, like, they talk about that, what you're talking about, that expansion and that ice in the middle of the night cracking and this and that.
Cracking and popping. Yep.
I was like, oh, man. And then they wake up and they pack all their stuff up, and literally from the corner of their tent all the way across the ice is this huge crack. And I'm like, right, that's all it would have taken. My big old butt would have fell right through right there.
No, it's not that bad. I mean, I've spent days out on ice, and the best part about it is some of that ice that you get out there, you literally can feel the ice moving underneath your feet, and it's weird. It's really the thick of the ice. It's not moving as much. Well, I know that I'm not helping, but I mean, you just got. Right, you guys have no adventure in your life.
Dockery has me in a mood. We got to change the.
I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll make a bet with you. Okay, we're in a betting mood tonight.
All right.
If y'all somehow drag me into going ice fishing, you and Lyle, I will make another trade. You and Lyle got to come down here. I got a very good friend of mine. We're going to go gator hunting.
Ooh. Okay, so you think me that I'm going to go out and jump on the back of a gator?
I would.
I ain't saying what you would have to do, but we will go on a gator hunt. Okay. I got a very good friend who does that, and he'd be more than
just so you are aware of some of my background. Me and Katie used to own a small business where we'd go out and catch rattlesnakes, coral snakes, Gila monsters, that kind of thing. Small alligators, because you couldn't sell big ones, or crocodiles, stuff like that. I have no problem with that. I'd go down there and do that in a heartbeat.
Your buddy Mike.
So, well, you see, it's not Lyle, it's Mark from Catfish and Crappie that does all the ice fishing. So we got to convince you and Lyle to do that. And then we've got to convince Mark to go down there and go alligator hunt.
Mark would do it, I believe. I would see him.
I don't think you would.
I'm not going to lie about this, but I read this message and my blood pressure just escalated.
Drove a semi over ice, and that well, hey, they used to have a TV show about it.
That is true.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. And I mean, if it's thick enough, and don't get me wrong, you're going to have accidents and bad spots in the ice, but you live and you learn.
Hopefully,
you might be cold. You might be cold for a little bit, but you'll eventually,
if you know what you're doing, the ice fishing probably isn't any more dangerous than some of the stuff that we do on the Mississippi River below them dams. It's
probably 10 times safer.
Yeah. Well, and what people don't realize is you can actually get hypothermia in the summertime from being in, like ocean water or, water that's cooler. If you're in there too long, you still end up with hypothermia.
Yep.
So fishing, in the ice, that's really not that big of an ordeal. And trust me, I've fished on the Mississippi, the Missouri River, and some of those places, those scare me more than getting out on 2 or 3 inches of ice.
It can get crazy. It's just so I've watched it on TV. The thought of walking out on solid ice and fishing in it is so foreign to somebody like me. I can't even picture that in my mind.
It's fun. It really truly is.
It's just one of them things you get just getting yourself worked up in your head over probably nothing, but it's still the thought of my luck it'd be solid ice until I got right out towards the center, and then all of a sudden that last step would be the last step.
But I figure pint of moonshine, I won't care anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what when I was talking about the shanty and the heater and the cooler. And I'm not saying you go out there and just
I got
concentrate on fishing. It's playtime.
I got you.
So
a little bit of liquid courage never hurts.
And besides, and one thing is most people don't realize this is ice. When you catch like bluegill and crappie out from underneath the ice, they taste totally different than they do in the summer.
I have heard that a fish caught in cold water has a different taste. I've always heard. Too bad I'll never find out.
Oh yes, you will. We're gonna get a hold of your wife and we're gonna be like, hey, bring him on up here. Just tell him that there's some alligators or something up here that need to be picked up, and drive you up here during the wintertime.
I just read that comment. Yes. Yes, absolutely. You better believe I would. Y'all don't know how fast I can run, but you'd find out if that happens. I'm gone. Exit. Stage left.
All right. Now this might get me out there if Mark's going to be cooking something good up there.
Yeah.
But that's part of it, though. I mean, that you're using a grill. You use a grill on your patio or your deck or your house and anything. It's not catching it on fire unless it falls over. If it falls over on the ice, what's there to catch out?
It's not that we're worried about it catching fire out there. We're more worried about it melting the daggone ice.
Exactly. I'm not worried about my front deck going down into the water.
Yeah.
Oh, now, boys. Where is your sense of adventure?
Y'all do some crazy stuff, man, up there, man. I thought we did some crazy stuff. Y'all are out of control.
What, for ice fishing?
Yeah.
I think you're all crazy. I tried to ice fish a couple weeks ago, but apparently you can't do it with a boat.
No, you're not supposed to do it with a boat.
I didn't get to say hi to Papaw Ed. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. I think I said hi to everybody else through here. Yeah, pretty sure I did. If I didn't, apologies. But these guys don't, ever give me a break and let me ever talk.
Nope.
I'll go ahead and talk.
Now I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say now.
Oh, c'est pas
Other
drôle.
than
Ain't got nothing
Creole,
to say.
you're my hero, brother.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what Dockery has said about you. I mean, I could tell you, I've got a list made. Some of
He
it is
knows. I've
not.
told him. He knows.
I have
I've
not.
told him.
Oh.
C'est
I bet
plein.
I bet he hasn't. He tends to tell me stuff, and then I ask other people, and they haven't really heard anything. So
C'est
you got any
plein. C'est
trips
plein.
planned? Do what?
C'est plein mad, mon cher.
Home to you too.
Hey, we're a family-friendly show. Creole, don't be cussing on here.
Yeah. So I seen that your awesome wife Laura got a nice promotion.
She did. I can almost.
And congrats to her.
Yeah.
So I seen that you aren't going to be able to make the Patriot tournament in April, but are you planning on doing any other traveling this year to places?
Probably not much this year. I think with a new promotion, usually during the summer, I get really, really busy at work. Probably not going to go very far this year. We're kind of making some plans to do more stuff next year, like maybe like this coming winter, and then this like next spring and summer, start maybe traveling around a little.
Coming up this winter, coming up and going ice fishing. That'd be a good plan. Just saying.
Who was talking about bass fishing?
Look, I even got you a rod and reel. Look at that.
What am I going to do with that?
That's for ice fishing.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not one of that's the size pole you're talking about. He needs to catch some Asian carp with, right?
Pretty much. But you know what would even be better than that one?
What's that? Oh, hey. That would be a collector's item right there.
Right there. Krampus King. Krampus King. I know. And I can say that because I know he's probably not in here anymore. He's probably over there talking to Babe.
You blame him?
That's where I'd be.
I don't blame him a bit.
Catfish and Crappie is trying to say that's his sponsor is Krampus Canes. I don't think so, pal. We plan on going live for
$1 million idea, and he won't touch it. I'm just saying.
I know.
I thought
just saying.
A bunch of blanks, and he was going to do it. He said that in one of his shows.
I know he said but I haven't seen the finished product yet. So until he forgets a lot of stuff. So
He's busy for Christmas, man.
I know.
And I try to give him a break.
He's busy.
My money is on him calling Babe Winkleman Babe Ruth later on. I guarantee it. He forgets his last name.
Guarantee it.
Babe Ruth, I loved you know that you was the home run king for so long before you lost it. But Sonny Catnabber Parker, what's going on, buddy?
It's the sun.
Hey, Sonny, how's it going tonight, bud?
Oh, there he is. Panfish Weekly is in the house.
Uh-oh.
See,
he's
always watching.
He is always watching.
I'm just saying.
And yep. This guy right here was talking about him, wasn't he, Creole?
Mm-hmm. Him, right there. Him.
I always talk about him.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what time we got here? I'm gonna double check the time. 8:44 right now. So we will cut this off in about 10, 11 minutes, guys, so we can all get over there to Panfish Weekly. Lyle and Mark, last chance. Dockery and I are more than willing to jump over, take over this show for you guys too. I know you guys.
They did look sickly today. So,
I was say they looked a little sickly to me too.
And me and Chad just trying to help them out. That's all we're trying to do. So,
I'm sure. Yeah.
And I'm sure Jeremy would come in there with us and talk to him for a while too, wouldn't you? See, there we go.
No, I wouldn't be able to say a word. As hard as that is to believe, ain't no way I can get a word.
We finally found something
I'd be
that would
much.
But that's part of it, though. I mean, somebody like Babe Wickerman comes on your show, and
Yeah.
no offense, it's we grew up watching him,
Yeah.
and it would be okay. I could probably ask him this, and this, and it's gonna be a great show, and we'd get on there and be like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
that's right.
Yeah.
It was fast.
I bet you smell nice.
I bet you smell real nice. Tony
Jack,
Tackle,
easy.
what's
I know.
going on?
Uh-oh.
I want to say
Well,
hi to this other
understand.
person, but Dockery said I wasn't allowed. Hi,
Who?
Justin.
Yeah. Anybody that was hoping for a professional educational show tonight? No.
Hopefully
No.
everybody knows by now that if you are coming into the bait shop, this is not
you might hear a
one of
little bit
them.
of information, but you're not. This is a quote unquote fishing show, but it's more of a dig at whoever we have on the show. And if we don't have anybody on the show, then it's usually a dig at each other.
Yeah, more than likely, if you come in to watch the bait shop, first, thank you. Two, it's more about folks just sitting around the bait shop, actually having some conversation, good friends, poking at each other,
That's right.
Getting some jokes in and telling some fishing stories here and there. And every once in a while, we might actually talk about something to fishing, something good,
Well,
something
I don't
we're
know.
gonna
We
do.
talked a lot about ice fishing tonight, so I would
We
call
did talk.
qualify this as an
Yeah.
ice fishing show.
We talked enough about ice fishing tonight that I probably will have a couple nightmares
We need
about.
to rename this live stream 13 Ways of Giving Creole a Heart Attack.
we can do that. You gotta work on that for us, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo Homesteading. Nice to see you in here. Kevin Baker.
Give me a chance to show up.
I know it's like a catfishing crappie bonanza up in here tonight.
Mark.
know.
Got hats everywhere.
Kevin Baker added to his name. It's now Kevin Baker / Nuts and Bolts Fishing. I like it. Outside with the haze. I believe I saw you earlier, and I don't think I got to say hello because Dockery wouldn't shut up for a minute. He was kept interrupting me and Creole's great conversation, so we apologize. Thomas Littlepage, saw you subscribed earlier, buddy. Thanks for subscribing and coming in and checking us out. Much, much appreciated. Oh, man.
I'm trying to knock a coffee cup out of his hand.
All right.
Oh, I thought you was trying to hey, I got something to say.
Hold on. Hey, Creole, let's just do this. Chad's been complaining that me and you've been talking way too much tonight. Let's just sit back for this last 5 minutes and just let him talk.
Okay.
Wait, Creole, what did I do to you?
Nothing.
You're my boy. You're my boy, Blue.
Oh.
Fine. You know what? I got all kinds of stuff to talk about. Let's talk about the Blue Cat tournament. So February 13th and February 20th, we will be having the next installment of our tournament series that I'm starting to put things together for. We had our couples tournament, which turned out phenomenal. We had the bus driver who won that here with us. He will be in on the. Yeah, you wanted to sit back and not talk. Sit there and look pretty. It's okay. So we will have the Blue Cat tournament on February 13th and February 20th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It is Blue Cats only. Channel Cats, Flatheads do not count. So we have people like Creole, Palmetto, Muskrat, Skip Stewart, Dinks Outdoors. I mean, the list goes on and on. Mo Creek, Parker Pursuits. There's a lot of good teams. 1 Ton are all in this. So start making plans to try to just stop in as much as you can to see what's going on. I think there is going to be a lot of fish caught.
Yes.
Like I said, there's been a lot of folks out there doing some live feeds and getting on those fish and really learning where they're at right now in the wintertime. It's only going to be that much better here in a couple weeks as the winter fully sets in. So looking forward to that. And again, this will be a charity show. So I've already gotten actually a few donations from some of our participants. I am not keeping a dime of the ones that they've already given me. So I've already started collecting a pot for that charity. So it'll be for numbers, winning total. We'll get the bulk of what is donated through those two shows. And thank you to some special people. Oh, I keep backwards. Oh, where my oh,
That's back.
Mr. Creole, who did that match the dollar per pound during the couples tournament for the biggest fish. And I'm not going to throw him out there.
And remember, Josh, the weekend angler, is matching it too. It's both of us doing it. So really,
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I meant to get. I needed to get with him and double check because you guys both threw that out there, and if so, that's awesome. I think we would do.
Bought it the other night.
Yeah, cool. So we'll have the main person or team that wins the Blue Cat tournament will get to donate their money to the charity of their choice. We'll have the match of $1 per pound for Mr. Creole and the Weekend Angler. That'll be a second one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, Justin Fishing Fetish, if you want to correct me if I'm wrong, but he is going to donate for the smallest. Yes, Betty Jean, to my PayPal account.
Why are you looking at me when you say smallest?
Who? It's probably because you're going to catch the smallest fish. But Justin Fishing Fetish said that he would do. I think it was $2, and then he upped it to $10. And I'm not going to hold. He can let me know for sure which one it was. But either way, for the smallest fish, he would make that donation. So then we would have another charity that would go to. Right. So
awesome.
When is this going to happen? Sonny Parker, it's February 13th and February 20th. I've done to 2 days. I was trying to do it the 2 weeks prior to CatCon, which they're still going to do the virtual CatCon. But I wanted to keep that. I'm trying not to do $10 a pound for the smallest fish. So I was trying to not do it Saturday and Sunday, if I could, help not doing so. I also didn't want to take away from. I know there's a lot of other people that like to go fishing on the weekends and stuff like that. So I was trying to limit it right now to just the Saturdays only, and not do a third day. I'm still limited to being able to do eight cameras, which again there will be some where there's maybe 4 people, but it's 2 teams or something like that. So we might have multiple teams on one screen, depending on where they're at and if they're fishing together, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be cool. There's rules on my Facebook page, so looking forward to it.
It's going to be cool. I think it's going to be this year. I really do.
Are you fishing
guys?
Creole, are you fishing the 13th or 2-minute warning? I know. Creole, are you fishing the 13th or the 20th?
13th. I'm coming out the gate.
13th. Okay.
So the bar might be raised pretty high the very first day of what's going to happen.
And that's what I was afraid of.
I plan on it.
Because I think I'm fishing at the 20th. So.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it everything we got, and if maybe we'll have to take what the river gives us. I mean, you just
never. Right.
There you go.
You never know.
Wow, can I give a $50 Bass Pro gift card to the biggest fish? J-Dog, that is totally up to you. If you want to do that, let me know. Then that'll make that'll be like a separate prize. But obviously, like we said, we're wanting to do this for the charity thing. But if we want to give something to the anglers, that is totally cool. But I am going to cut us off. We have 30 seconds left, but I'm going to cut this off hard because I really want to go watch Panfish Weekly. Lyle, Mark, and Babe Winkleman. Creole,
yes, sir.
Brother, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Creole, next time you come on the show, buddy, and we'll have you back, but you got to make sure you talk just a little bit more now. I mean,
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
Anyway, thank you guys
Oh,
for coming
man.
in.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. We do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you on Panfish Weekly.